Alright, now in this video we are going to talk about LED display. Alright, this LED display you can find over here. This is the LED display. It looks like an LED. Okay, these are the arrows to adjust the size, whatever size you want. So let's take this size. Okay, and its format you can change from here. That's the format pattern. If you need 2 decimal, then you can add 0. If you need just 1 decimal, you can delete that. Okay, and then you press enter. You can change its format, and its color you can change from here: background color, LED color, or unlit color. You can change everything from here. Okay, now let's see how we can utilize this LED display in any of the project, in any of the application. So let's take an example. Initially we'll define a tag. We'll take a new tag, OPC tag. In this case we'll take a data register, just a demo. So I'm going to take one data register N7:0, right? And this is not having any values. I'll go to the PLC, I'll go to online, and let's see, create new file. We have some program here. I'll go to data register. This is 0, and I'll tag this over here. So this is having 0 because this data register is 0. So if I change any value, if I add 52, you will find the same value coming here. Okay, if you see the unlit color is like that, if it is confusing you, you can make it black. Well, this is the background color. Anyways, so this is like the same value coming, whatever is in the value in 7:0. Now in the PLC example over here, we are having a logic which is running a timer of 10 seconds in a loop. This is a T4:0 timer. When it reaches 10 seconds, it reset itself and start over again. So this is a loop of a timer. So let's design this application in this SCADA screen. So what I'm going to do is I'll take a button which will turn on this bit. So I can take 2 state toggle button. Let's take it over here. This is to be tagged with B3:0/0. So I'll go to the tags, take a new tag, OPC tag, and ignition server, and I'll take B3:0/0 from here. 3:0/0 is here. This is a new tag. Let me just rename this tag. I'll name it as start, apply, and OK. So start tag is over here. I can apply it here. So this is right now on because this is on status is here, and this is to be tagged with. Let's visualize this accumulator timer in this LED display. So hold on a second, I'll just go back to change its unlit color to the required color. Okay, this is still fine. So this is to be tagged with this one. So I'll take a new tag, OPC tag. Now you must know that this tag is accumulator tag, the timer accumulator. So I'll go to the ignition path, and in the micrologics device I will find T4:0. Under that I'll find accumulator. Click OK. Apply. Oh, I need to change the name. Timer accumulator. This is fine. Press OK. This timer accumulator, you can see that this value has already coming here. It is reflected from this timer, and of course there's a delay. There is always a delay in this cases. Now the moment you drag it here, this will start reading the value from this timer. I hope this makes sense. This is 6. So there's a little delay in reading the values, but you can read that here. Okay, so this was how you can read LED display in your SCADA screen using the timer. Now let's take one more example. Let's take a blinking display. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an output which will blink, and I have to count that number of blinks. Okay, so I can take an equalizer, I can take a limit. So here I will take a limit. Let me just extend it. This limit is here. So when this limit is at 4 and the upper limit is 5, I'm going to test the accumulator. So I will drag its address. So the timer is between 4 to 5. I'm going to turn on a bit. Or what I can do is I can take a count. This counter I'm taking C5:0. OK. Preset, let's take 100. Okay, so I have to read how many times this counter is turned on. So I have to take its accumulator value. So download that here, download that in your PLC. This is just a demonstration how you can read different things in your SCADA screen. And here you create a new tag, new OPC tag, take the server, and you can take a counter address this time, C5:0 accumulator. Okay, apply. You can write C accumulator. So this is up to you, you can name anything. So accumulator, I'm going to target here. So now this is reading the value of this accumulator, or you can say the number of time this timer reaches between 4 and 5. This is going to read it here, like this one. If you want a time as well along with that, you can take one more LED display which will display you the time. You can tag that with accumulator. So this is the value coming from this timer, and this is the number of time this limit gets true. Okay, this is 5, this is 6 now, so it's 6 now. So I hope this makes sense. This is just a way to you can say display your data in a numeric form, in this form. So this was LED display in this ignition. You can also practice that by taking a memory tag or a simulation tag. You can take a memory tag, you can give the value to this memory tag, and you can drag it to here, so it will get that value. Or if you are having a PLC, you can try the similar thing in your computer. Alright, so this was about LED display. Let's see what we have in the next video. Thank you.